More people have poured into St. Augustine for the Nights of Lights than ever before, even more than last year. Right now, we're taking a live look over the ancient city. And that information I just told you, that's coming to us from the city manager.
Last year, the crowd set a record, prompting the city to implement new systems to manage the people and all the cars and traffic. Jessica Clark joins us now with a look at how things are going so far. And it's so popular, almost too popular, huh?
Very popular. The busiest time for the Nights of Lights is typically between Christmas and New Year's. So we just wrapped that up. And the city doesn't really have an exact count. There's no one counting the people who attend Nights of Lights. But the city manager told me this week the city staff who worked the event say this is the busiest it has ever been.
I thought the lights were amazing, very beautiful.
I felt it was very magical.
Visitors Vicki Layler, Erica Neal, and Stacy Worrell had a great time at Nights of Lights in St. Augustine this week. Worrell had been many times before this year.
I would say that the crowds are more this year than I've ever seen it.
She's right. Shoulder-to-shoulder crowds in some cases. This was what Christmas Eve looked like on St. George Street.
During the peak periods, there's no doubt about it.
St. Augustine City Manager David Burcham.
It's a small downtown area. It's a colonial city with narrow streets. It makes it very charming and very beautiful, but it doesn't hold a lot of people.
After last year's record crowds clogged downtown roads with people driving around the city looking for parking or just at the lights, this year the city started implementing new techniques to keep cars moving, such as officers to direct traffic and barricades to keep pedestrians out of the streets.
That's working very effectively.
This year, the roads are still full of slow-going cars, but the city manager says it's actually better.
Last year there were periods when we were at a stop during peak periods. So traffic continues to move, although slowly this year. That's an improvement.
The city reopened its satellite parking lots outside downtown, and this year more shuttles or buses are taking people into downtown.
We are shuttling more people this year than we ever have.
And while that means fewer cars are downtown, sometimes this year the estimated ride times on the shuttles have been an hour or more for a 2-mile ride. And that prompted some people to take Ubers from the parking lots or just drive their own cars into downtown, negating the whole point of the satellite lots.
There are peak periods when there are too many people coming into town for it to be an enjoyable experience for the folks who live here. I'll just be blunt.
The increased parking fine of $100 along residential streets has kept more cars from parking there illegally. And the additional porta potties this year have also resolved last year's problem of public urination. As for this group of friends, they did experience traffic congestion but saw improvements over last year.
Everybody should see it once in their life. It was that beautiful.
Most people agree the city's changes this year have helped, but there are just so many people coming into a tiny town, and it's hard to sustain the crowds. The city manager says the city will work on various improvements for next year. The Nights of Lights wraps up January 11th.